Are you serious? Are you serious? Folks, we're very serious and we're very saddened by the news that we're getting right now. But it is a fact. The death toll, they just upgraded the charts on the coronavirus, the worldwide charts and statistics released by the governments of the world. And there has been another major spike in the number of cases of people sick and the number of people dead. The coronavirus statistics have changed. The total number of people infected now with the coronavirus, this is the official numbers. Of course, most people, everyone agrees that the numbers are way, way low. We have no idea what the actual amount of people that are sick with the coronavirus, and we don't know exactly what the number of people are dead. Many people think the number is 10 to 20 times higher than what I'm reporting. But right now, the official numbers are this. The coronavirus has infected 69,026 people. The death toll has hit an eerie 1,666. I repeat, the death toll has just now hit 1,666. And that was just updated about 3 minutes ago on the global coronavirus official statistics by Johns Hopkins University. So this is a very eerie situation. It is becoming a nightmare situation, Mama Fawn, you're right. And it's becoming very, this is the, look at this. You start thinking, is this the virus? I remember when I wrote my book, Mark of the Beast, RFID, in my book, and remember, I wrote the book in 2012. It came out in 2012, and I wrote in the book that there was a virus that spread throughout the world, and I called it the Mark virus. I actually called it that, the Mark virus. And the only way you could get a cure from it was a special antidote that was finally come up with that was the only thing that would reverse it. But it wasn't until millions of people died. And I wrote that as fiction. But I took current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy, and I wrote it as a fiction, but filled with a lot of prophecy, a lot of current events, and an end-time apocalyptic scenario. Yes, it was a bioweapon, and I called it the Mark virus. So I really got chills just a couple minutes ago when I just now went to the coronavirus official governments of the world statistics that's being monitored by Johns Hopkins University from the Wuhan coronavirus. And it says number of cases 69,026, death toll 1,666. And chills just started to run all over me because I'm thinking, oh my Lord, have mercy. Isn't that weird? Okay, isn't that really weird? Now, there's more going on. I'm going to give you some more information here. For instance, a Japanese woman has now the coronavirus. She has just contracted the coronavirus after her husband had already contracted the coronavirus disease while they were in Hawaii. So this isn't people from America going to Japan getting corona, which is what Heidi and I did. We did a conference in Honolulu, and then we left Hawaii and went to Japan and stayed 2 weeks. No, this is people living in Japan who went to Hawaii for vacation, and the couple are both in their 60s. They went to Hawaii, they went to Maui on January 28th, and they stayed till February 3rd. And while they stayed there, they then left on February 3rd and went to Waikiki and stayed there and for 4 more days from February 3rd to February 7th. And while there, he got sick. He developed a 102-degree fever on February 8th and was subsequently hospitalized after they got home to Japan. And then she just got sick. She's running a low-grade fever, but she's also been confirmed with major headaches, low-grade fever, and she got sick on February 14th. Yesterday, or I should say, yesterday on Valentine's Day, they're in Japan, both of them sick with the coronavirus, both of them getting sick, obviously, from their trip to Hawaii. Now, you might say, so what's up with that? Well, people are flying in planes, people are in boats. We have another information now that this has to do with the in China coronavirus outbreak. Foreign ministry is now criticizing different countries of the world that have introduced trade and travel restrictions on China. The death toll from the new coronavirus epidemic has just hit 1,666 today, as France is now reporting their first person to die outside of the Asia Pacific region. And Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi acknowledged that the virus known as COVID-19 or the coronavirus was a significant challenge, but defended Beijing's management of the epidemic and lashed out at the overreaction by other countries. Well, which countries are we talking about? Well, his comments came a day after those returning to Chinese capital of Beijing from extended Lunar New Year holidays were ordered to immediate quarantine for 14 days. More than 24 countries have confirmed cases, and several have suspended all trade and travel links with China in a bid to contain the spread of the coronavirus. 4 more people have died, as been recorded outside of mainland China. 1 died in Hong Kong, 1 died in the Philippines, 1 has died in Japan, and 1 has died in France. Now, the one that died in Japan died on that desperately condemned cruise ship, where now 44 passengers on board have been confirmed with the coronavirus, including 1 that's died. But the United States is now going to that cruise ship. There's a lot of Americans on that condemned cruise ship, and the Americans are going to be evacuated off the ship, flown back to America, where they will be put into forced quarantine, and they will stay in that forced quarantine locations on U.S. bases. Now, I have some more information on the forced quarantined situation and new. Well, these aren't new, guys. These laws have been in effect for a while. And they were revised, of course, back under the Obama administration. But when you're dealing with viruses like this, you have to have some kinds of procedures of how you're going to protect the population. And so FEMA has specific regulations, and then so does the CDC. The CDC, the Center for Disease Control, has strict guidelines when it comes to these types of diseases. And so what I'm going to do, I can't go any further with that information because it won't go over real good. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go off the air here on live on this broadcast in a few minutes. When I do, I'm not going yet, but when I do, I will go to Patreon and I will upload a video there. It's not there yet. So it's not there yet. As soon as I get done with this broadcast, I will go to my Patreon channel and I will upload the information of what they are doing in America right now when it comes to forced quarantine. So once again, the coronavirus has just been updated. So it's just been updated, and it is 69,026 people have now contracted the coronavirus. That's the official numbers by the governments of the world, being managed by Johns Hopkins University. But it is by anywhere means, it's nowhere close to the numbers of people who have actually been sick by the coronavirus. And the death toll now stands at a prophetic, if you talk about a prophetic number, The number of deaths now from the coronavirus is 1,666. That has just now been put on the screen. You could probably take these numbers and multiply it by 10 easily, maybe multiply it by 20. Some people say multiply it by 50. I don't know. There's a billionaire who got out of China, who's living in Europe, who said when he left 10 days ago, his information was over 1.5 million people were sick, over 50,000 people were dead just in China alone, and that was 10 days ago. I don't know what we got, okay? I'm not going to, I don't know. I can only, that's all unconfirmed. It's all unconfirmed. Is this martial law? People are asking me. Well, it's not martial law, but it is forced. They're doing now what's called forced quarantine, and that is on the books, and they can do it, and it can be declared by counties, by cities. I've got the information right now of a city that is already enacting it, and I'm going to let you know about that at Patreon, and then I'm going to tell you how they're doing it. So, and again, check it out. It is the name of my book that I talked about. Yeah, it's called Mark of the Beast, RFID. I don't have one up here with me right now, but if you go to my website. It's called Mark of the Beast, RFID. It will blow your mind. I wrote the book in 2012 as a novel. I took the current world events at the time and the Bible prophecies, and I created a end-time apocalyptic scenario. And it is scary how many things I wrote in there has now come to pass, including I wrote in there that there would be a bioweapon virus created by the New World Order, and I called it the Mark virus. And the only way you could get rid of it was to accept the mark of the beast or to come under the globalization to get the antidote to kill it. If you didn't, you would die. And so you had like 72 hours. I can't remember exactly how I put it in there, but you would die if you didn't if you didn't get the antidote. And the only way to get the antidote was to take the mark. So it was called the Mark virus. And I put that in the book as a scenario. Well, here we are today, a coronavirus, and the death toll at 1,666. And right when I saw that, I got chills that were literally all over me. No, the number of people dead of 1,666, that is the world number. That's the global number of people confirmed dead from the coronavirus. But of course, the real truth, the number is skyrocketed higher than that. I don't know how much higher. Unconfirmed reports say you can take that number times 10. Some say you can take it times 20. Some say you can take it times 50. And I'm talking doctors, scientists, World Health Organization, the WHO, the CDC, everybody says the numbers that's been reported right now, 69,026 infected cases and 1,666 are dead. Those numbers are way low, that the real numbers are much, much larger. So I'm going to tell you more information about this. Guys, seriously, give me a few minutes. Right when I get off here, I will go to Patreon. I will do the video and upload it on Patreon. So you got to give me about 20 to 30 minutes. Then when you go there, you'll find it. If you haven't signed up for my Patreon channel, you'll need to go do that right now and become a member. Join it. That's where you can get this more exclusive content. And I can discuss some things that I can't really talk about over here. It just gives me a little more freedom. Okay, don't give me 100% freedom, but it does give me a little more freedom to talk about some things, and we'll do that over there. I'm going to get a song right now because somebody asked me for a song. They like that to kind of finish up these little short messages. I'm going to do that. And don't forget, tomorrow night, we're going to have a powerful Sunday Night Live broadcast. I mean, we will really break some stuff down, and I might actually go get a couple expert guests to help us with this, at least one anyway, and see if we can help you guys with this. I mean, Mike from the World did a great job setting us up to giving us some info on the coronavirus. Remember, Mike from the World will be our guest again this coming Thursday night. We will be live on all our social networks with Mike around the world, but There's just a lot going on here. Let me just tell you what, guys. It's just crazy what's happening now, and we're living in biblical times now. We're living in absolute biblical times, and if you're a Christian, you need to know that Jesus Christ loves you. You need to plead the blood of Christ over you, your family, and you need to know that there are angels among us.
I was walking home from school on a cold and winter day. Took a shortcut through the woods and I lost my way. It was getting late and I was scared and alone. Then a kind old man took me by the hand and he led me home. Mama couldn't see him, but she was standing there. I knew in my heart he was an answer to my prayer. Oh, I believe there are angels among us, sent down to us from somewhere up above. They come to you in our darkest hour, show us how to live. They teach us how to give, to guide us with the light of love. When life held troubled times, had me down on my knees, there's always been someone to come and comfort me. A kind word from a stranger to lend a helping hand. A phone call from a friend just to say I understand. Ain't it kind of funny, in the dark end of the road, someone lit the way with just a single ray of hope. I believe there are angels among us, sent down to us from somewhere up above. They come to you in your darkest hours. They show us how to live. They teach us how to give, guide us with the light of love. They wear so many faces, show up in the strangest places, grace us with their mercy in our time of need.
Come on, somebody!
Among us, I believe there are angels among us. I believe there are angels among us. I believe there are angels among us.
Guys, it is so important to pray for another, to understand Psalms 91, divine protection, that no plague shall come nigh your dwelling. It's so important to walk in the spirit of love and compassion and love one another. Yes, get that CD right there, The Journey. It's my music CD called The Journey. And also, there's another CD I have called Wayfaring Stranger. That's a second CD. And I even have a third one called Paul Begley Country Gospel. Go to my website, find out about it. Now, if you get If you order the Journey CD and the Wayfaring Stranger CD, then I will send you a free 6 DVD series on Lightning Strikes the Bayou conference that we did, I believe in 2017, maybe it was, I think it was 2017. And there's 2 sermons by me, 2 sermons by Russ Dizdar, and 2 sermons by L.A. Marzulli, all on that great DVD. The first 20 people who order the Paul Begley Prophecy, the first 20 people who order both music CDs, the The Journey and Wayfaring Stranger, I will send them the free copy of the Lightning Strikes the Bayous. The first 20 people who do it. I think maybe about 10 people did the other night. So there's about 10 left. So get that order in today if you like. And if we sell more than 20 of them, well, I'll send you something for free, okay? So just be ready for that, all right? All right. Anyway, guys, I'm going to let you go. God bless all of you. We love you all. I'm going to go now do a Patreon video, and you'll need to, it's going to be on the coronavirus, and it's going to be this, has to do with the information that I was just telling you about, that the rest of the story, really. And I will put that on the Patreon channel. So just go to my Patreon channel, sign up, and join it, and then you'll be able to watch all of the different videos I put up there. I've put over 100 videos on there. They're great stuff. The unexplained, the paranormal, the strange events, Bible prophecies, prophetic events, UFOs, aliens, conspiracy theories, the deep state, New World Order, the coronavirus info, inside information that you can't get everywhere and I can't put out everywhere. You'll find it there. You guys will really enjoy it. And don't forget, tomorrow I'll be back here live on Sunday Night Live at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'll be back in the down in the Salvation Station studio where Brock will be with me, and we'll be on all the social media networks at once. So give me a few minutes to get the Patreon video up. It's not there yet. Give me a few minutes. It should be there by 7:15 Eastern. It should be there by 7:15 Eastern. All right? God bless all of you. Are you serious? Are you serious? This is getting crazy. Getting eerie. 1,666 people dead on the official counter for coronavirus.